Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video. I hope you guys are doing well today. In this video, we're going to be talking about gear progression in Dragonflight. Did Blizzard get it right? So part of my experience in Dragonflight currently is quickly leveling characters, testing and playing them at different levels for the How Good Are They series. This means I've got quite good actually at the process of gearing a character up. So the standard practice for me currently is ding level 70, get a full set of crafted gear using the Titan matrices I've gathered whilst leveling. I should be able to jump into mostly a set of full 373 with those. My recent chamois had a full set of 343 gear waiting for him at level 70 to weapons, rings, everything, except trinkets, I believe. Ready to equip and jump straight into content. My next step is to then go for World Quests, M0s, Elemental Storms, and PvP through World Quests, gear, and bloody tokens. This is the second step I typically take. Farming World Quests is available for both Gear and Primal Chaos. M0s, albeit they're becoming increasingly difficult to get into, my recommendation for those is to do a few as the reset happens to do the weekly quests. Typically, there's quite a lot of people that just want to get the weekly quest done and will happily do it on an M0 and take lower eye level people in there. Elemental Storms can get you a full 359 set if you really choose to farm it. I personally don't. But there are groups doing this in the group finder quite often that will just zerg around and kill everything. Or pieces of 385 gear with a good 2-set bonus from the sigils. Finally, you can get PvP gear through War Mode World Quests on a gear that's been upgraded and bloody tokens. Typically, I level with War Mode on, and the war crates that drop randomly around the world give me enough bloody tokens for at least a piece or two at 70. I expect at the end of this stage, I'll be at least 370 eye level. And this is when I go and do most of my weekly quests and take any last minute upgrades. So this is probably like a day or so played at 70. It's not really that much. You can do most of the M0s in a couple of hours. The Elemental Storms, if you're just going for the 385 pieces, take 20 minutes each. PvP, you can probably just trip over bloody tokens and world quests, and obviously world quests, if you just directly go and do them, it really doesn't take that long, and you should be hitting around the 370 eye level mark. Now, at that point, that's when I'll start looking at LFR, normal, and heroic raids in that order, and beginning the Mythic Plus push for gear. Typically, after doing a full LFR, maybe even a normal clear, I'll craft using the Sparks of Ingenuity, as I begin having enough Primal Chaos and I'll fill the slots where I'm particularly low eye level. Then I'll focus the M Plus dungeons where I have my biggest upgrades. And this will quickly push you to around the 385, 390 eye level very, very quickly indeed. 3 of my 70s with very minimal effort. So I've put a lot of effort into my Evoker, but both my Warlock and my Demon Hunter now, which I haven't played particularly much, are now at the 390 eye level mark. So the main part of this video, what's next? And are we happy as a player base with it? Did Blizzard get the gear progression right? So I'd say if we look at this, dinging 70, there's maybe a couple of hours obviously leveling, things like that. You then got the world quest on that stage, which is probably days worth of played. You've then got the, let's say, LFR and normal, and let's call it 5 M plus dungeons and a couple of crafts. That's probably another 2 or 3 days worth of played if you play as an average player, maybe a week if you're a little bit slower, maybe another day if you're quite quick. My Evoker's currently 393 eye level. I've done Max Valor, 392 conquest items, and only a normal raid left to do this week. And for me to upgrade my eye level now, it is a slow grind of weekly vaults, higher than Mythic Plus 14 keys, or mid to high normal raid gear or early heroic gear. It seems like the rate of progression is actually quite severely halted and the grind's begun. But actually, I really like it. There are still so many routes of progression for me. Obviously, every week I'm guaranteed some eye level boost in Valor. Most weekly content is now irrelevant to me, which means I don't feel obligated to do it on that character. I can start looking after ults. Reps and M Plus give primal and concentrated primal infusions for high eye level crafts, and this is still the most available gear that has been available for a long time in terms of upgrades. In Shadowlands, once you had Mythic 15 gear, you had very little progression outside of vaults. You had to go to Mythic Raids, you had to really high end PvP, we're still in a stage where there are so many offers of upgrades and targetable focuses. I have to say, I think Blizzard's taken a win. What do you guys think? Are you thinking that the gear progression is too fast, too slow? The drop off is too big? What do you guys think? I'm really interested to hear. Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. More videos to come soon.